disadvantaged groups and areas, among others, Mr. Speaker. We have gone through the debt paper, Mr. Speaker, as one of the requirements that we need in assuming everything within the budget. The division revenue bill 2025, Honorable Speaker, had proposed to allocate county governments Kenyan shillings nationally 405.1 billion for the financial year 2025-2026 as equitable share of revenue raised nationally in accordance to Article 2031 of the Constitution of Kenya 2010. The mediation committee constituted by the two houses of parliament agreed to allocate county governments 415 billion as equitable share. The above mediated allocation for equitable share is likely to lead to marginal increase in the county allocation of the financial year 2025-2026. The legal compliance of our budget, Mr. Speaker, is well indicated, and when you go to PFM Act 129(2)(a) of the Public Finance Management Act 2012, Mr. Speaker, the compliance is there, and the committee has ensured that we have followed all that, including Article 130(b)(5) of the Public Finance Management Act, PFM Act 2012. The budget network for the financial year 2025-2026 and the medium term, Mr. Speaker. The summary of 2025-2026 budget estimates. Honorable Speaker, the county in the financial year 2025-2026 has projected a total budget of Kenyan shillings 22,360,132,203 Kenyan shillings. Exclusive of the exchequer balances comprising of compensation to employees at 8.4 billion Kenyan shillings, use of goods and services at 6.4 billion Kenyan shillings, development expenditure of 7.4%, Mr. Speaker. So compensation to employees is at 37.6%, use of goods at 29%, and development expenditure at 33.4%. Budget hearing, Mr. Speaker. The committee organized different forums. Members can remember that we went for public participations at the grassroots levels, Mr. Speaker. And we also went for budget validation across all the 11 constituencies, Mr. Speaker. We did public participation across all the 55 wards, Mr. Speaker. And today, Mr. Speaker, we are here as an assembly to meet the legality of this budget, Mr. Speaker. Honorable Speaker, the public, through submission of memoranda, made the following recommendation, which the committee have considered in the finalization of this report. Some of the proposals include involvement of PWDs in public participation, especially in issues identifying the specific assertive devices, Mr. Speaker. Encroachment of riparian land, wetland degradation, and road tree covers, low budget absorption, and unmet revenue targets. Budget cuts to strategic departments and programs, funding of national government functions, slow budget implementation, and realistic revenue targets in budget financing. Mr. Speaker, we have the financing of this budget on page 11 that we state that will be financed with local revenue. That our local revenue that we target this year is 2.4 billion Kenyan shillings. We have the FIF, Facility Improvement Fund, of 2.17 billion Kenyan shillings, and physical balance amounting to 1.4 billion. Conditional grants amounting to 1.8 billion, and equitable share of 14.3 billion Kenyan shillings, amounting to a total of 22.36 billion Kenyan shillings. On page 12, Mr. Speaker, the committee has prepared a table that members can follow from local sources facility improvement, all the way to see an equitable share of 14.3 billion, Mr. Speaker. The total on that will get to 22.3 billion. Key priorities area for the financial year 2025-2026. Office of the Governor, Mr. Speaker, sir. The Office of the Governor and Deputy Governor Department draws its mandate from the Constitution of Kenya 2010. Within that, Mr. Speaker, we have the national, international fora signs, county bills to law, and also governor's warrants, which allows money to be drawn from county revenue fund as per PFM regulations. Mr. Speaker, we have indicated as a committee the highlights of that within page 13 of that, and of much concern to the committee, we indicated within the report. The allocation there, we will have executive 70 million for emergency fund fully. So we shall be having 70 million that will go to emergencies within Nakuru County. A training of staff, allocation of 10 million for donations, Mr. Speaker. Purchase and installation of an e-cabinet, Miss HQ and the Milimani boards. These are the new offices that we have within the county at 10 million Kenyan shillings. Equipping and modernization of registries at 5 million. The Office of the Governor and Deputy Governor Department, Honorable Speaker, has been allocated a total of Kenyan shilling 372 million Kenyan shilling, which is merely 1.8% of the entire budget, and comprises of 105 million for the company of employees and 251 for operation and maintenance, and 15 million Kenyan shillings for development expenditure. County Treasury, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, sir, under PFM Act 2012, the County Treasury is mandated to coordinate the preparation of the annual budgets, guide and control implementation of the same. Other obligations include management of the county public debt, mobilization of county physical resources for budget needs. So, Speaker, under this treasury, we have allocation of completion and equipping of the county treasury block, of which finally the blocks will be complete at 81 million Kenyan shillings. Allocation for solarization revenue offices, 1 Kenyan shillings, 10 million Kenyan shillings. Allocation for 4.3% administrative cost of revenue. Valuation of assets at 5 million Kenyan shillings, Mr. Speaker. We have payments of pending bills from KPLC to the others, KRA, and the other RAP fund, Mr. Speaker. And we have indicated each and everything there. In this department, Mr. Speaker, we shall be having 2.2 billion Kenyan shillings within this financial year. That will be 10.2%. County Public Service Board, Mr. Speaker. Honorable Speaker, the County Public Service Board is incorporated under Section 57 of the County Government Act, with perpetual succession, a common seal, and a capable suing, Mr. Speaker. Within this department, Mr. Speaker, we have ensured that capacity development of boards, staff recruitment as per departmental request, the addition of board offices at Kenyan shillings 3 million. Mr. Speaker, this department has been allocated 95.6 million Kenyan shillings, which is 0.4% of the entire county budget, and comprises of 45.1 for compensation to employees, Kenyan shillings 47.5 for operation, maintenance, and Kenyan shillings 3 million for development expenditure. Trade, cooperative, tourism, and culture, Mr. Speaker. Within this department, the literature members can go through the literature, but within this department, Mr. Speaker, allocation of Kenyan shillings 105 million for conditional grant on aggregated industrial park. We have allocation of Kenyan shillings 19 million for rehabilitation of existing markets. Allocation of Kenyan shillings 80 million for county aggregated industrial park program counterpart funding. This department will be having 422 million. That is 1.9% of the budget. Mr. Speaker, we have the health department. The health department, Honorable Speaker, wishes to undertake some of the following projects and programs in the next financial year. Implement an allocation of 23.5 million for Danida Capital, implement an allocation of Kenyan shillings 10 million for Nutrition International as a conditional grant, payment of outstanding balances, plant machinery, medical and dental equipment for level 4-5 hospitals. Mr. Speaker, purchase of medical furniture at PGH FIF, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, on health, we have gone further and detailed each and every part, but of major importance is construction of level 4 hospital at Rongai sub-county phase 3. We have allocated for Rongai 115 million Kenyan shillings for that purpose. We have also done construction of a level 4 hospital in Kulesoi North sub-county phase 3 also at 115 million. Rehabilitation of level 2 and 3 facilities, we have given that 29 million Kenyan shillings. Purchase of medical equipment for PGH, Naivasha, Gilgil, maternity and Elbagon at around 15 million Kenyan shillings. On this, Mr. Speaker, the committee really went into details because the Committee on Health welcomed us to visit different hospitals. And we found a hospital like Naivasha, Mr. Speaker, sir, if that facility was well equipped, Mr. Speaker, the FIF within that hospital would shoot very, very high. And we felt, as members of this committee, that we need, not just for Naivasha, but we need equipment across many hospitals. Completion of Molo sub-county hospital auxiliary works at 28 million Kenyan shillings, Mr. Speaker. We have had the other literature above there, Mr. Speaker, and members can follow on that. This list goes further, Mr. Speaker, to even Orenguroni. We shall be purchasing some equipment for Orenguroni Hospital. Completion of Naivasha Level 4 Hospital, HDU, ICU auxiliary works, Mr. Speaker, at 16 million, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, some of the details that the committee has captured from an active committee like in health, Mr. Speaker, we have found out that some of these hospitals, for instance, Naivasha only has like 3 ICU beds within that, and we know the amount of accidents and things that are happening around our roads and around the same areas, Mr. Speaker, and we found it only better. We have purchase of plant machinery at Molo Level 4 Hospital, Mr. Speaker, at 18 million. Purchase of medical equipment at the same hospital, Molo Level 4 at 30 million, Mr. Speaker. Completion of Njoro Level 4 Hospital at 27 million Kenyan shillings, Mr. Speaker. And we also, when we complete the work, Mr. Speaker, we were also bringing the equipment part, Mr. Speaker. And that's what you'll find, like in Molo, Mr. Speaker, and in Njoro, we complete the hospital and we equip that hospital, Mr. Speaker. We have completion of Subukia Level 4 Hospital at 16 million Kenyan shillings, Mr. Speaker. And we also equip it at 20 million Kenyan shillings, Mr. Speaker. So most of this financial year, Mr. Speaker, will be completed and equipped at the same time, Mr. Speaker. So, Honorable Speaker, the Department of Health took 40.1% of our budget, Mr. Speaker, and that was at 8.2 billion Kenyan shillings, Mr. Speaker. Within the infrastructure, Mr. Speaker, members can go through the literature that we have had there, Mr. Speaker. The department wishes to undertake the following in the next financial year: rehabilitation of an equipment at 19 million Kenyan shillings, rehabilitation of drainages at 8 million Kenyan shillings, road safety programs at 500,000, maintenance of public works building at 400,000, Mr. Speaker. Construction of acceleration and deceleration lanes at PGH Level 5 in London 1, Nakuru East Sub-County at 24 million Kenyan shillings. Mr. Speaker, you realize that when you go to PGH, the committee has noted with concern that there is so much congestion and the road is so narrow at that juncture, Mr. Speaker. And has been allocated 24 million Kenyan shillings to ensure that deceleration and acceleration is all going on well. We have the wish to also rehabilitate the Wakulima markets access roads in the Biashara Ward, Nakuru East Sub-County at 7.6 million Kenyan shillings. Cabro draining works at Kulesoi Center, access roads, Kiptololo Ward, Kulesoi, million Kenyan shillings. The commissioning of Kiro Old Bridge and construction of a new bridge at River Makaria in Ward, Joro Sub-County, at 3 million Kenyan shillings. Mr. Speaker, you can see the minority leader having a smile for that. Further on, Mr. Speaker, the department has allocated Kenyan shillings 25 million for the maintenance of rural urban roads through Naivasha program, Mr. Speaker. Within that, Mr. Speaker, I want to appreciate that members of this House have contributed also to the program of Naivasha, and we have 97.2 million Kenyan shillings for the works that will be happening within Naivasha, Mr. Speaker, sir. The Infrastructure Department, Honorable Speaker, has been allocated Kenyan shillings 1.5 billion Kenyan shillings. Agriculture, livestock, fisheries, and veterinary services, Mr. Speaker, they have given us their program, Mr. Speaker, and we have the NAV CDP at 151.5 million Kenyan shillings. We have KABD BDP at 10 million Kenyan shillings. We have IFAD, that is conditional grant, Kenya Livestock Commercialization Project at 38 million Kenyan shillings. The literature thereafter, Mr. Speaker, many members can follow that through their tabs, Mr. Speaker. This department will spend 770 million Kenyan shillings, that is 3.7% of the entire county budget. Water, environment, energy, and natural resources, and climate change, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, this department will have counter funds for of Kenyan shillings 111 million Kenyan shillings to implement climate change mitigation program and a FOCA, Mr. Speaker. Borehole drilling, casing, and screens and gravel parking materials at 5 million Kenyan shillings. We have construction rehabilitation of supplies existing system at 6 million Kenyan shillings. We have fabrication of skip loading system compactor tractor at 4.0 million Kenyan shillings. Rehabilitation of Gioto dam site, access roads, and automation at 1.5 million Kenyan shillings. Rehabilitation of Maimahiu disposal site at 1.5 million Kenyan shillings. I know the monies are not enough because many members will have wanted even the Naivasha part of the dam site to be rehabilitated, Mr. Speaker, because there is agony within the same area. So that one, there's a promise to be factored, whether at the supplementary level. The Department of Water, Energy, and Environment, Mr. Speaker, will spend 967.3 million Kenyan shillings. That is 4.4% of the entire county budget. Public service devolution, citizen management, disaster management, and humanitarian assistance, Mr. Speaker. This department will be having installation of fire engine, refill, storage tanks, and hydrants at Maimahiu, Gilgil, and Molo at 15 million Kenyan shillings, Mr. Speaker. The department wishes to undertake also implement conditional grant for KDSP to level 2 grant of Kenyan shillings, 352.5 million Kenyan shillings. Land physical planning, housing, and urban development, Mr. Speaker. In this department, Mr. Speaker, we wish to implement conditional grant for World Bank, for Kenya Informal Settlement Project KISIP2, 100 million Kenyan shillings, survey and titling of Maimahiu, Banita, and site services, Naivasha, at 12 million Kenyan shillings. Survey and titling of Vale, Sarga, Nakuru Municipality, Block 1, at 12 million Kenyan shillings. Preparation of integrated spatial development plan for Joro Township at 8.5 million Kenyan shillings. Development of regeneration of master plan for Maunarok and Maimahiu at Kenyan shillings, 8.5 million Kenyan shillings. This department will take 1.4% of the county budget, that is 310 million Kenyan shillings. Education, ICT, e-government, and public communication. Mr. Speaker, this department will see implementation of conditional allocation for rehabilitation of youth polytechnics at Kenyan shillings 143.8 million Kenyan shillings. So all the polytechnics that we have, Mr. Speaker, they have been factored here, Mr. Speaker. And I wish that if members have these polytechnics within their own wards, of course, some members don't have polytechnics in their wards, but follow up with the department so that they are well equipped or they are rehabilitated. Supply of ECD, ICT learning materials is for the young ones within the society, that is at 7.4 million Kenyan shillings. Equipping of Chandera, Silent and Kongasi's Vocational Training Center, that is, I think, some of them within Gilgil, at 6.4 million Kenyan shillings. Completion of Nakuru VCT Resource Center at 2.5 million Kenyan shillings. Mr. Speaker, from the side of the HQ, Her Excellency has committed to give 175 million Kenyan shillings for bursaries, Mr. Speaker, and that will translate to this, Mr. Speaker, that each and every ward within Nakuru County, from the kitty of Her Excellency the Governor, will be receiving 3 million Kenyan shillings for bursaries, and the Her Excellency will have a kitty of 10 million and 20 million for Governor Scholarship Program, and further bursary enhancement from the ward kitty amounting to 220 million Kenyan shillings. So, Mr. Speaker, if we do our mathematics, the total bursaries that we shall be giving out, we shall be giving 220 million plus 175 million Kenyan shillings that will be going. There is a list, Mr. Speaker, attached on page 30 for all the wards that have enhanced their bursaries within this financial year, Mr. Speaker. So it's good for members to confirm that you have your numbers there. You have your updated money there. To support ECD schools, Mr. Speaker, sir, we have the UGI program that will be receiving 198 million Kenyan shillings to support learners and improve the education outcomes. Mr. Speaker, it's worth noting that as a committee, we have also noted the huge numbers of pupils that have joined these ECDs. We started with around 60-something million Kenyan shillings, Mr. Speaker. And in my own ward, Mr. Speaker, there was a very big increment of retro ones coming even from private schools, Mr. Speaker, to join public ECDs for the purpose of just having a meal or just having that UGI there, Mr. Speaker. Youth, so the Department of Education, ICT, e-government, and public communication has in its coffers 7.6% of our budget. Youth, gender, sports, social services, and inclusivity, Mr. Speaker. In this department, we have allocated 27.5 million Kenyan shillings for disability fund, Mr. Speaker. And this fund, Mr. Speaker, must be actualized, Mr. Speaker, because our own young people are struggling, Mr. Speaker. 27.5 million for sports development, that is 500,000 per ward, 8 million for Kikoska, and 2 million for the Kisa Games, Mr. Speaker. Completion of Njoro Drop-In Rehabilitation Center at 5.5 million Kenyan shillings. Equipping of Keringet High Altitude Sports Academy in Keringet at about 10 million Kenyan shillings. Honorable Speaker, the department will take 1.6% of the total budget that we have, Mr. Speaker. And when you go to page 33 on your tabs, honorable members, you will get that to support youth, youth and women through purchase of equipment for empowerment and sporting activities across the county, there's an allocation from the ward level that members have allocated at around 139 million Kenyan shillings. You have it there. And we have also purchase of tools and small equipment also indicated there, Mr. Speaker, at around 125. So the subtotal of that will be 139. The municipalities, Mr. Speaker, we start with Naivasha municipality. There is wishes to undertake the following in the next financial: construction of Naivasha disaster and risk reduction station. This is a conditional grant at around 80 million, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, we shall have curb road pavings within Naivasha and its environs, Mr. Speaker, at around 29 million Kenyan shillings. We shall be having tarmacking within Naivasha municipality at around 125 million Kenyan shillings. We shall be having purchase of skip loader truck and 15 number skip bins at 21 million Kenyan shillings. Construction of the South Lake bus parks, that will be in 2 wards, Mr. Speaker. That's at around 35 million Kenyan shillings. The Department of Naivasha municipality has been allocated 2.4% of the total budget. Office of the County Attorney, Mr. Speaker. In this office, Mr. Speaker, we shall on the instruction of the county represent the county executive in courts or any other legal proceedings which the county executive is party other than criminal proceedings. In this, Mr. Speaker, we are allocating 3 million Kenyan shillings for equipping of legal resources center, 1 Kenyan shillings, 3 million Kenyan shillings. Department Office of the County Attorney has been allocated 0.3% of the entire budget, Mr. Speaker. Honorable Speaker, you will remember that there was a petition from honorable people within Nakuru, and they wanted this function to be totally, the legal services to be accommodated within our budget, within county, so that we don't hire people from out there to defend the county. But at the moment, Mr. Speaker, you can see we are only according them 0.3% of the total budget that we have, Mr. Speaker. Nakuru City, Mr. Speaker, sir. The department wishes to undertake the following in the next financial year: construction of Molo Road and its complementary facilities at 100 million Kenyan shillings. We have construction of Moi Street Roads, NMT, and other complementary facilities at 70 million. Construction of 0.8 kilometer Olive Inn Loop Road and its complementary facilities of 60 million Kenyan. That means we shall also be doing lighting the drainages there, Mr. Speaker. Construction of non-motorized transport facility phase 2 from KCB Bank to West Side Mall at 50 million Kenyan shillings. Development of bicycle bays at 2 million Kenyan shillings. We have installation of temporary sanitation facilities in Nakuru West at 2 million Kenyan shillings. This budget will be 2.8%. In Molo municipality, Mr. Speaker, sir, we have curb road paving of Turi Market at 4 million Kenyan shillings. Renovation and construction of toilets within the municipality of Molo at 11 million Kenyan shillings. Construction of Keep Left public toilet at 2.5 million Kenyan shillings. Construction of Turi public toilet at 2 million Kenyan shillings. Construction of Keep Left bus park at 12 million Kenyan shillings, Mr. Speaker, sir. This will be taking 0.8% of our budget, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, sir, we have next is Gilgil municipality, Mr. Speaker, sir. The department, Honorable Speaker, wishes to implement this. Implement conditional grants for Kenya urban support projects, that is at 93.3 million Kenyan shillings. Mr. Speaker, you also remember last financial year we gave them 50 million for the works, and the works are ongoing. Tarmacking at Karate Center at 40 million Kenyan shillings. Rehabilitation of Gilgil Stadium at 12 million Kenyan shillings, Mr. Speaker. This will be 1.0% of the total budget. County Assembly of Nakuru, Mr. Speaker, this is the house that we sit in, Mr. Speaker. The department, Honorable Speaker, will undertake the following in the next financial year: construction of members' office and parking worth Kenyan shillings 250 million. Pass legislative laws that will impact the county positively, Mr. Speaker. There is so much within that, Mr. Speaker, but also apart from this, honorable members, you know, the County Assembly does not have much funds for other things other than the salaries and ensuring that the agenda of this assembly, the legislative agenda and the laws are done. Mr. Speaker, this department also took members on a workshop, Mr. Speaker, and the budget committee was able to go through each and every nitty-gritty, Mr. Speaker, and even the agenda of the members' welfare has been taken care of, and I can say on Hansard that the 42 members affected previously by other factors of within this assembly have been factored in this assembly, Mr. Speaker, sir. We have allocated 35 million Kenyan shillings for that purpose, and Honorable Speaker, your office will help members. Recommendations to the committee, the recommendation that the committee is making, Mr. Speaker, to the county treasury. The county treasury is directed to focus on ensuring completion of ongoing projects, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, we as a committee have decided that in each and every sub-county within this budget, we should not be having any ongoing project that is not complete, Mr. Speaker. And as we draw to do our budget even next year, Mr. Speaker, we'll be checking on how many projects have not been completed. And Mr. Speaker, we urge the members from last financial year that if you do a classroom, an ECD classroom, do a classroom and equip that classroom so that the side of the executive, they'll bring the personnel, Mr. Speaker. If you do a hospital in your ward, Mr. Speaker, members are advised that you do the hospital and you do the equipping of those hospitals, Mr. Speaker, so that we don't have a makeshift of a class or a makeshift of a hospital, we don't have equipment. And that's why you have seen within this budget, Mr. Speaker, the committee has strongly stood with equipment and completion of each and every project. And I know the coming financial year, starting on July 1st, we should be looking at opening of projects within Nakuru County at a very, very high rate, Mr. Speaker. The county treasury is further advised to deepen the process of public engagement in identification and presentation of the programs and projects. When we have gone through public participation, Mr. Speaker, we have seen that the citizens of this country have woken up and they want to be involved in each and every process of budget planning, and more so on identifying of projects. I was with many members and I saw the challenge on the ground, and the people want to know what is happening with the public funds, Mr. Speaker. And this is the only way that we can go positively. But I want to say thumbs up to members of this House, because from April 30th, when this document came in, we have moved the journey together. I beg to move, Mr. Speaker, and ask Honorable Wanjohi to second this document, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, sir, I beg to move.
Thank you, the Honorable Chair. The Honorable Minority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the motion that has been very well read by our budget chair. Mr. Speaker, like he has rightly said, we did public participation for this particular budget. We did project validation. And Mr. Speaker, this year we also extended further, where we were able to consult all the departments. They were given the same copy of the budget to go through, and they made their recommendations. Mr. Speaker, we also went ahead to engage the public through the local media, and this was made public to everybody. And therefore, Mr. Speaker, the document that has been presented by our chairman is a document that is in the public domain, which all members have access to. Mr. Speaker, it's a lengthy document that he has presented for almost 1 hour. Mr. Speaker, the lion's share of the budget goes to the hospitals. And Mr. Speaker, in our discussion when we had the debts resolution paper, Mr. Speaker, there was the issue of health being discussed at length. And Mr. Speaker, if the members have noted carefully, we are doing a lot of in health. We are doing the completion of the facilities that were begun in the last regime, and we are also doing new ones, for example, in Molo, Kresoi South, Rongai, Subukia, and all that. Mr. Speaker, even as we implement the budget, it is important for the members to note that, Mr. Speaker, as a budget committee, we are asking our members not to go further and construct more rooms in the name of health facilities. Because, Mr. Speaker, we have a challenge with the current ones. They have not been complete, and we need to equip them, and we also need to have the personnel. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, I welcome the budget that has been presented by the budget that we have passed here, we wish to pass today. Mr. Speaker, we also need to pay our workers, we need to pay the casuals, we need to pay the debts that have been discussed in this assembly. However, Mr. Speaker, as we pass the budget today, which I ask the members to do, it is important, Mr. Speaker, that we implement these projects on time. When we went for the public validation, I was in Naivasha and Gilgil, and I was also in Molo. The concern that came with the members of the public is that we had taken too long to implement on these projects. Mr. Speaker, some of our projects has taken fairly longer time because some of the contractors that were given that work, I would say they were financially incapable. For example, the bridge that has been read here, there's a Kilo bridge. That bridge was begun in the year 2023, and to date, Mr. Speaker, it has not been completed. And therefore, Mr. Speaker, we ask the various departments, we've done our work as an assembly, and therefore the various departments to look further and go and supervise, do the procurements on time, and particularly on the roads. Currently, we are doing roads in our respective wards. And the challenge that we are going through, Mr. Speaker, is that the rains are on. Mr. Speaker, therefore, because the chair for roads is here, we want our roads now, as soon as we pass the budget, we want the BQs to be made on time so that we hit the road so that by the month of December and January and February, preferably when the rains have not started, we have the roads going on. Mr. Speaker, I support and I second the motion. Thank you.
Thank you, the Honorable Member for Lare, who is also the leader of Minority Party. I will now propose the motion that is that pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order 210-6, this House adopts the report of the Committee on Budget and Appropriations on the budget estimates for the financial year 2025-2026, laid on the table of the Assembly during the morning sitting. The motion is open for debate. The Honorable Member for Housegate, and then the Honorable Member for Elbagon.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. First of all, I do commend the Committee on Budget, led by the Chair, Hon Alex, for a job well done. Mr. Speaker, I'm happy that the budget 25-26 has factored so much on equipping the hospitals. Mr. Speaker, we have buildings which were built in our hospitals all over the county. Every sub-county has a level 4 hospital, and most of them have not been equipped, Mr. Speaker. And in this budget, I see most of them have been equipped. Like my Mahio level 4 hospital, which has been upon in the fresh, I see it has been allocated money for everything from equipping to compression. Mr. Speaker, I hope the relevant department, that is Department of Health, will do the necessary to make sure that the work is done within the stipulated time. That is before we close the year 25-26. And I hope those hospitals will be the first to be worked on. Also on the issue of roads, Mr. Speaker, I see we have the Naivasha and also members I commend the members because most of the members have added something or some money in the ward kitty to go to the Naivasha. Because if there is a department or a sector which is ailing and which is not doing so well, it's the road department. Considering, Mr. Speaker, infrastructure informs any other development which happens in a particular area. Mr. Speaker, we see there is also money allocated to the municipalities, although the city has taken the lion's share, but I also appreciate like Molo and Gilgil, which are new municipalities, they have something or there is money set aside for development in those areas. Also in Naivasha, Mr. Speaker, I see apart from the CBD, there is money, 125 million, which has been allocated for other areas which are in the municipality. I hope there are some wards like Olkaria, Hellsgate, and Naivasha East, which would be factored in the said budget. So, Mr. Speaker, I see even the issue of debt, debt paying. The treasury has allocated money for paying debts, which we have talked about in our earlier debate. Mr. Speaker, it's also prudent to say that for this to happen, we have to enhance and increase our own source revenue. Because as you look at it, we have not been doing it so well on own source revenue. And that means that in the course of the budget, because the 22 billion is informed even with the money we shall collect as own source revenue. So the Department of Finance and the Committee on Finance should make sure that we increase our own revenue collection and the FIF. Mr. Speaker, it's my hope that in this financial year, that is 25-26, the big queues will be prepared on time so that at the end of the day, we shall be able to utilize the said funds within the stipulated time. Also, it's prudent to say that no development money is returned to the treasury. Development money and projects are always rolled over because, Mr. Speaker, we have readers who don't understand about the budget and how the budget works, and you see them inciting the wananchi that we are returning back to the treasury or the money will get lost. I would like to say categorically on Hansard that no development money is lost. The projects are rolled over if not done. But as we pass this budget, because I know we shall pass the budget, I insist that the national government or the national treasury should give us our share, the county share, according to the rules and also at the right time, because so that we can be able to work and use the development money within the financial year we are looking forward to. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise to support, and I hope the honorable members will have gone through the document and will also support. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. The member for Elbagon.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise to support this report from the Budget Committee, but also, Mr. Speaker, to caution the House, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, we have tendencies and habits of passing documents that at the end of the day, they take a long time to be implemented. Mr. Speaker, on the course of this year, we had to sit down as a committee of the whole to push the departments and to push the executive to implement the budget of the current fiscal year that we are ending in some few days, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, therefore, I've seen a lot of monies that have gone to departments. I've seen monies that have gone to municipalities. My humble request, Mr. Speaker, is the way we did, Mr. Speaker, we start early through the chairperson of the budget and the chairperson of the implementation. I would wish that once we pass this budget, Mr. Speaker, we call for the committee of the whole so that we can sit down and scrutinize this budget and request the department to start taking the PQs on time, so that, Mr. Speaker, we stop procrastinating and roaring over budgets that are not actually there, just on the paper, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the second thing is on the issues of municipalities and cities. It's long time, Mr. Speaker. These departments, allow me to call them sectors, they are mature now, Mr. Speaker. Let them be given autonomy, Mr. Speaker, so that they can operationalize themselves and they can be able to serve the different areas, Mr. Speaker, that we have. Mr. Speaker, for instance, we have the municipality of Molo that has been given 176 million now. Also, Mr. Speaker, I've seen that is the figure. But that department, that municipality, Mr. Speaker, will wait for the Department of Rents to operationalize this budget, Mr. Speaker. And the other Department of Rents, they have their own budget, Mr. Speaker. I would move, Mr. Speaker, that the laws that are there for the municipalities, they be allowed to become on autonomy, they be allowed to move, or rather to be doing their own deals at the sub-county level, so that, Mr. Speaker, things can be expedited and so that we can move. Mr. Speaker, we have Honorable Eze here, who was actually there during those defunct municipalities and the county council. And today, Mr. Speaker, somebody was saying he was like a governor. Because, Mr. Speaker, he used to have a flag for the municipality, for the county council, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, he knows that the defunct municipalities used to be autonomy, and they used to work, and the laws have never been repealed, Mr. Speaker. Therefore, I would move, Mr. Speaker, that once we give these departments or other these sectors or other municipalities money, Mr. Speaker, let them operate independently. Mr. Speaker, finally, as a ward of Elbagon or other ward, Elbagon ward, we did set aside 1 million, Mr. Speaker, as a capitation for ECD, Mr. Speaker, so that the ECD going children in Kasarani, in Matweku, and also in Isiri, whereby their parents cannot be able to raise 1,000 per term or 1,500 per term, Mr. Speaker, we can have some buffer amount, Mr. Speaker, to go to those ECDs so that those children, all of them, some of them are actually old, they are 10 years, they have never seen a dot to the ECD. That's why we came up with that money, Mr. Speaker. It's not for the porridge, Mr. Speaker. This is not nutrition money. These are monies to go to those schools so that the second teacher can be employed, Mr. Speaker. Therefore, we are requesting that the department take note that these monies, we want them to go to those ECD schools, so that we can operationalize and do our mandate. Mr. Speaker, if you can see the kind of the figures that we have given to the bursary and what we have given to our ECDs, Mr. Speaker, our children and our schools are being understaffed in terms of monies, and that's why we're saying, for the first time, let's begin from somewhere, Mr. Speaker, and I'm looking forward to seeing the department coming up with enough procedures to making sure that we have absorbed these monies that are going to those ECDs, so that, Mr. Speaker, the children of this county, and especially of Elbagon, can have a relief because their parents cannot be able to afford the fees, the school fees that they are being charged. Mr. Speaker, we've been taking money to secondaries, to colleges, and to universities. Those are not our mandates. Our mandate is the ECD, and children are suffering, and I call upon even the members here, Mr. Speaker, to divert and take their monies to the ECDs so that those children can be rescued and they can be in school so that they can begin to have the proper education system. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The member for Malewa and then the member for Shabab.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Once again, I'm Francis Kuria from Malewa Westward. Honorable Speaker, I raise to support this motion, Honorable Speaker. This is the genesis. It's the beginning of transforming our Nakuru County, Honorable Speaker. Being this is the third budget, I'm very happy, Honorable Speaker, because most of our projects have stalled. We have the new projects that need to begin, Honorable Speaker. We need the completion of the ongoing projects, Honorable Speaker. And with the passing of this budget, it will be able to facilitate and fast track the work that is going on within our ward. Honorable Speaker, being the chair of infrastructure, public works and transport, I'm happy because we have some kitty on Imarisha, and there are some members who have enhanced the budget through this program on Imarisha, Honorable Speaker, where it will fast track. Remember, we have two ways. We have those who are willing to work with the contractors, and also the Imarisha program, which I thank Her Excellency Governor for fully supporting this program. Honorable Speaker, if you see, we have a total budget of around 97 million that has been enhanced by honorable members. Remember, this work through Imarisha program, Honorable Speaker, reduces the cost margin that can be or is being done by the contractors. If you compare, it reduces the budget by half. Honorable Speaker, through the municipalities, I've seen we have the new municipalities like Gilgil. We have been able, and let me talk of my ward, Malawa West Ward, Honorable Speaker. It's for the first time in history that my people from Malawa West Ward, that a center by the name Karati, will be tarmacked, Honorable Speaker. That is a big mileage, Honorable Speaker. And that's what we call transformation of our Nakuru County. Honorable Speaker, with this budget, we will be able to transform, or we will be able to change. And also it will improve the living standard of the Nakuru residents, Honorable Speaker. I therefore raise to support this motion, Honorable Speaker, in consideration that most of our health facilities, Honorable Speaker, including the Maimahio facility, which it has some decades not completed, Honorable Speaker, with facilitation and with the big boost from this.
It's a decade. The honorable member for Malawa and the honorable member for Maimayu, you want to confirm that the hospital has not been done in like a decade?
Mr. Speaker, because honorable members just mentioned Maimayu, what I can actually confirm, Mr. Speaker, is not a decade, but Mr. Speaker, the drill is too big. That's why Mheshimiwa is saying it's almost a decade, Mr. Speaker. But the drill is big, and our people are highly expecting its completion, Mr. Speaker.
Member for Malawa.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. So I raise to support this motion. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. The member for Shabab and then the member for Mosop in that order.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this opportunity. Once again, Mr. Speaker, I'd like to commend the chair budget and the committee for a work well done. And Mr. Speaker, just the other day I was talking to the chair budget, and he was telling me that he was, his term is almost coming to an end, and he's going to step down and maybe do some other things. But I'd like to maybe ask him not to do that, and maybe stick to the budgetary issues that he's doing very well, and maybe continue doing it for the next 2 years as we are here in this house. Mr. Speaker, mine is short and clear. One, because I'm a very contented leader from the great Shabab ward, because from this budget, I've seen that for the first time, I'm going to give out 10 million shillings. We're going to give out 10 million shillings as bursaries in our ward at the same time, without even having the first and second disbursement, Mr. Speaker. So, Mr. Speaker, that is an issue that I'd like to commend the chair budget for making it possible for us to give out the whole amount of the bursary amounts. Secondly, Mr. Speaker, to the great people of Shabab, everything that they told us during the validation and during the public participation, Mr. Speaker, has been captured in this budget, Mr. Speaker. So, Mr. Speaker, once again, to the budget committee, thank you for listening to what the great people of Shabab said and taking into account their views. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise to support the motion.
Member for Mosop.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I also rise to support the document before us, and allow me also to really thank the committee for the work that is well done. When I look at the budget, Mr. Speaker, it's well balanced and it is touching on various sectors. Now we've been in the House for at least 2.5 years, and we have had a clear touch to the ground to know exactly what the people who honorably elected us to this House needs and require. The requirements, Mr. Speaker, only becomes wishes and wants until we're able to put some amounts in terms of budgeting so that it can help us to be able to implement and alleviate the sufferings that they have been having in the various things that they have been going through, Mr. Speaker. This one includes, of course, roads, hospitals, and the rest, Mr. Speaker. As I stand also, I'm one very happy person, being in the medical field. And we've seen categorically that the medical department seems to have taken the lion's share of the budget, talking of around 40%, Mr. Speaker. When I was trying to dissect and try to see what exactly is the percentage amounting to, these are things that, of course, are going to help the health sector within this county of Nakuru. We've been having a lot of cries here and there concerning our health sectors in terms of hospitals, staffing, facilities, medicine, and many more other, Mr. Speaker. So when we look at it, we see there's a lot of money that is going to equipping the hospitals. It's hard to work in a hospital, though we have quite a number of them, if we don't have equipment, Mr. Speaker. When I was also listening even to the chair of budget, he commented about us having very few ICU beds, even within our big hospitals, Mr. Speaker. And I think this is also an issue that will have to be revisited, Mr. Speaker. Back during the COVID era, I happen to have been a privileged Kenyan, being among one of the 7 members sitting in the National Board, Medical Practitioners and Dentists Board. And Mr. Speaker, during that time of COVID, we visited several hospitals. I personally was tasked to oversee, of course, Bomet, Kericho, and also the Nakuru County. And during that time, Mr. Speaker, I visited several hospitals. For it to have been a COVID center, there were requirements that were needed, including the number of ICU beds and all that. And during that time, Mr. Speaker, most of these hospitals had so many ICU beds. I really don't know what has happened, aside that as we are talking currently, the big hospitals have no ICU beds, including even the natal ICU beds and the rest. Whatever happened after COVID, and it was a requirement, we had several ICU beds. So even as we now come back to put money in terms of equipping these hospitals, I think the health committee would also have to revisit and see, because we have reports right from the national office of those equipments, and we would really want to know what happened to them. Because we should not be talking about 3, 4 ICU beds in the current status after COVID had become a blessing in disguise at that particular time. Mr. Speaker, as I also looked down, I look at us having even paying for services, even for provision of oxygens and the rest. Those are good amounts, talking of around 6.5 million to service providers. As a medical person also, Mr. Speaker, maybe we would also advise in the near future that we can develop our own oxygen plants, because it is a bit uneconomical to keep on paying over 6 million to service providers while oxygen does not cost so much. Maybe around 10 million. one, passing this budget will be able to alleviate the pains and the sufferings that our people have been passing through because of poor roads. We have agricultural lands. We have many people industrialized areas within the area where we come from. And without roads, Mr. Speaker, it makes it absolutely very difficult to grow, to develop, and be able to reach our areas of services, and even to transport the agricultural products which we produce within our own wards. So I really thank even the members for having populated the Naivasha amounts so that we can be able to be helped. And on that, Mr. Speaker, we'll also request that now the department roads, the roads department, should actually ensure that we have properly functional machineries so that the amounts, as the chair has just alluded, will actually go into helping to reduce the pricing of grading and marraming those particular roads. Because you can put in a lot of money, but when we go in and lack machinery, and we end up using the same money to hire machinery from other places, then actually does not cut on the cost. It actually even makes it slightly higher because hiring of equipment has actually gone so high. And I say so because I tested a bit of it when I thought I had a lot of money to do roads in Mosop, and then most of it went to hiring of equipment. So I ended up doing very little roads, more than what I had anticipated and had actually been able to plan. Last, Mr. Speaker, is actually the issues of bursaries. Of course, education helps us so much, and where we come from is a society where economy has become something else, a bit hard. So I'm equally happy to have seen that most of us have actually been able to put money into the bursary program, because bursaries, despite the debate that was ongoing, that the county assemblies should not disperse bursaries and remain the national. It is something that touches Mwananchi Doanjiko directly, Mr. Speaker. And I'm happy that even Our Excellency the Governor has actually put in a huge amount of money so that we can be able to disburse these amounts and elevate the issues of our people who have lacked or dropped out of schools. We have quite a number of them because of lack of school fees, Mr. Speaker. So I'm, for the sake of all what I've said, for the sake of the good roads, good education, the physical planning that are going, the good health that has actually been factored in this budget, for the people of Rongaya, the people of Mosop, Mr. Speaker, I actually raised to support this budget. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. The member for Molo and then the member for Barut, in that order.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir, for giving me this chance to also support the motion on the floor. And I will start one by saying that one member said that he's happy that the projects have stalled. I apologize for that. I think he meant he is happy because the projects that have stalled will now be completed. I support the motion by one saying that I'm happy that Njoro Level 4 Hospital will be completed. This will be a game changer for residents of Njoro constituency and Mount Narok ward at large, because we have been going to PGH for medical reasons and all that. Now that we are going to complete Njoro Level 4, we are among I say we are the happiest people on earth, that the monies that we have been using to go all the way from Mount Narok to PGH will now be saved. Number two, I'm happy that most of the members have put most of their monies in tournaments for youth and also empowerment. I'm happy for that, because having many tournaments and making our youth busy, that will make them free or stay away from drugs and substance abuse, and they'll be busy. They will no longer go for mandamanos. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I support the motion.
The honorable member for Barut.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for this opportunity. I rise to support this motion and also to commend Committee on Budget for the job well done. The Speaker, I'm going to measure maybe my points on Nakuru City. We have seen they have a good budget allocation of around 610 million, but we have this budget of 497 million for development, Mr. Speaker. But Mr. Speaker, when we check on this budget, it's like the city board only measured this budget to one ward. I mean the Biashara ward, because almost 98 million, almost 98% of this allocation, Mr. Speaker, are measured in Biashara ward, where Mheshimiwa Fadhili represent. And I think, and I believe my colleagues from the city, they have noticed that. Mr. Speaker, there is this 9 million, and 9 million that we are going to share amongst the 11 wards that make Nakuru City. And also, that ward, the Biashara ward, will be among the wards that are going to demand this money for the street light. So I think, Mr. Speaker, these both are not fair to the rest of the wards, the 10 wards, but included. Also, Mr. Speaker, there is these 2.5 million that were meant for installation of a temporary sanitation facility in Nakuru West. This
Happy also that now Naivasha level 4 will be equipped with the MLI and the CT scan, because our people have been going very far looking for these services. And I'm sure that after the budget is passed, we are now going to get these good services. And also I've seen in some in dental areas that we are going to rehabilitate and to equip of the same. So Honorable Speaker, I want to put it that way and ask honorable members that we pass this budget for us to have time to go and facilitate our Gen Zs for tomorrow commemoration.
Honorable member for Flamingo, then I'll come on my right.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. My name is David Murray, a member representing the good people from Flamingo Ward. And Mr. Speaker, first I would like to commend the Committee on Budget for this for good job done. And Mr. Speaker, I want to support this document and this motion, Mr. Speaker, because as from today, if you pass this document, Mr. Speaker, we are going to see a very good, progressive in terms of running of business of this Nakuru County, because the budget committee have done a very good job, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, when I was looking at the budget which was given to our city, because I'm one of the city member, because I belong to the Flamingo ward, which is among 11 wards that are within the city. Mr. Speaker, I'm worried because I want to ask the chair budget and the budget committee as large whether the Flamingo ward is among the city ward, because when I was looking at that budget, Mr. Speaker, I've seen Flamingo ward is not mentioned anywhere in that budget, Mr. Speaker. And you can see in terms of health, we have Rangaranga Hospital, which we requested earlier that you can give us a few coins so that we can improve that facilities. And Mr. Speaker, also, we have so many roads that within our ward that are not done. And I have seen like one road in I don't know whether it is in Menengai ward, which is given 100 million, Mr. Speaker. And in Flamingo, we are not given even a coin. So, Mr. Speaker, next time we want, if the money is going to be allocated within the city, we want that money to be distributed among the 11 ward equally, so that we can feel as a member of this city that we are all equal, Mr. Speaker. So when I'm here supporting this document, and Flamingo is not among the ward that are going to benefit
from the speaker. Mheshimiwa Visoi issued a threat, particularly to Mr. Chair, Rhodes, and also me as the Vice Chair and the Speaker, that if Marisha Barabara failed to pick from her ward, Mr. Speaker, she will be on somebody's neck. So, Mr. Speaker, I can't intervene because I think we are not going to leave this chamber today. We're going to stay here until we give orders, and or maybe we should not withdraw the statement, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker.
So order. The member for Visoi. Was that a threat or what was it?
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for this opportunity. And I humbly request that I will not withdraw the statement because I have not written anybody. It was a warning that he must pull up his socks because we are coming for him anytime. I'm not threatening him. And I mean that. I mean, if he's not going to work, there is impeachment coming for him. Thank you.
The member for, the Honorable Rice.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir, for allowing me time to raise and first of all support and commend the Budget Committee for coming up with a well-thought budgetary allocation. And in as much as I support the work, I want to make a request to the committee, maybe for the coming financial year budgetary allocation, that you consider putting more money for the ECD centers. It is good that you allocate money for bursaries, for the secondary, tertiary, and university students, and facilitate their learning. But, Mr. Speaker, sir, and Chair Budget, when you visit some of the ECD centers, you'll be surprised to see the kind of classrooms and toilets that are there. So it is good that you allocate money for feeding program. It is good, I can see you have allocated money for ICT learning materials and software. But for this to take place, I think we should also improve some of these infrastructure facilities. We need to have better classrooms and some toilets in some of those ECD centers pose a lot of risks to those children. So in the future, consider even maybe, if the department does not have enough money, you can maybe even consider removing some of the bursary monies allocated, because that is not even our mandate to begin with, and give more money to ECD centers. Secondly, Chair Budget and your committee, I want to commend you again through Mr. Speaker, sir, for allocating money for PWDs like you have always done. You did that last year, in last year but one. But unfortunately, the PWDs have not received the monies for the last 2 years. And this is not something of your own doing. I think it is to do with the Department of Social Inclusivity and the recommendations that were made by the COB for those monies to be operationalized. Now that we passed the bill, the amended bill for PWD funds, I hope the relevant committee, like you have recommended, Chair Budget, will fulfill the recommendations that were made by COB and come up with proper regulations that are in tandem with the Act, so that once again we do not have these monies not being used this financial year. So the Office of the County Attorney and the Committee on Rules and Regulations, plus the Implementation Committee, should work hand in hand and expedite the process of making sure that these monies get to the rightful people, to the PWDs, because most of them are suffering. And finally, as a member of Finance Committee, we have made visits to some of the cess points and hospitals, and I want to commend the Department of Finance because they have introduced cashless system of revenue collection. However, when you go to some of these hospitals, like the PDH and some of the cess points, you realize there is still cash collection, and that has evidently led to the loss of some revenue. This is a huge budget, and like somebody said, I never said here, the Finance Committee, where I'm a member, we need to pull up our socks and to ensure that we are not losing revenue. We should make proper recommendations and require the Department of Finance to make necessary measures to ensure that we do not have any revenue collection which is done in form of cash, because a lot of money is being, you cannot account for, and it's for some of that money that is collected, and that we have witnessed through our oversight visits as Finance Committee. Otherwise, Mr. Speaker, sir, I thank you, and once again, thanks the Budget Committee for coming up with a budget that is in line with the Governor's Manifesto.
Thank you. The Honorable Member for Mayela.
Mr. Speaker, sir, and the team that has worked so tirelessly to present to us this 2025-2026 budget. We appreciate the work that they are doing. And we'd also want to highlight some of the things we feel that, although we don't maybe expect them to be done immediately, but should be looked at going into the future. First of all, I want to say thank you for the people who sat down, and that I think for the first time, Mayela Ward should benefit from the facility. We are one of the ward that is very, very far from any facility, level 3, level 4. And when it comes to maybe even morgue services, we usually use a lot of money. I've seen that that has been included, and we appreciate that that will also be implemented to the benefit of our people. I want also to look at the infrastructure department, where they have just told us that the courts have been able to reinstate the county government as beneficiaries of road maintenance levy fund, because actually most of us here, our cry has been roads. Although maybe when I look at the distribution of the people who will benefit, they have not been very clear. We believe that all the wards that require a lot of work to be done on roads, and especially my ward, we have a problem of floods, broken down dams that continue to wreak havoc during the rains, and the drainages will also be included. On the matters of the county attorney, I'm one of the ward whereby we have got so many cases running. And I can assure you, for every reference you've made to the county attorney, nothing has been coming out of it. The department does not respond. Even if we ask them to come to court, they are never available. And when we visit them, they still insist that they have a problem of staffing. I was praying that maybe as a county, because we cannot do away with cases and court proceedings, we should be able to look at this department more closely so that we're able to offer services to our people. Whenever we lose a case as a county, you know that we've still been having a problem of so much resources that goes with a losing of a case. And also the engagement of lawyers who are private, they usually take a lot of money. So I was of the opinion that the department of the county attorney should be given priority, especially on matters of human resource and also facilitation, so that Like now I've got like 4 cases that we're almost losing because the county has failed to respond. So I was of the opinion that even as the budget committee looks at other areas, it should also take into consideration of those cases. One of that case involved tourism, whereby we are losing a beach in Maela because it has been grabbed by private developers. And if we had the support of the county and the county attorney, maybe we would have salvaged that 13 acres that are now going to the private people. And when you look at the reasons why they are taking that particular piece, it's just because there is no response from our legal department. I also want to talk about education. Somebody has mentioned about ECDs, but I'm also going to talk something about polytechnics. Since last year, we had purchased equipments worth over 4 million in our ward. What we are lacking is a tutor or a principal. So the Department of Education, please, because we need to engage our youth, we have got what it takes. We've bought a lot of equipments that can help them, that it may look at some of these upcoming polytechnics so that they can give them facilitation in terms of principles or tutorial human management, so that even if the community is going to engage privately, tutors, they can also have a direction from one, maybe just one principal being provided. Economical, when we state on this budget the wards that are benefiting, you'll hardly see all the wards that benefit in some, like now the road maintenance levy. You'll be surprised that you'll not be able to see the wards that will benefit. We don't get these things. I think it is just, not justice, to have to know which ward got what in whatever funding that was given. And all that having been said, I appreciate that we are still moving. I appreciate that we are making headway. I didn't put for the end about somebody who is worried about Naivasha. I didn't put Naivasha because I think I have a very long story on Naivasha. And mine is even sitting down with the departmental and calculating my fuel, because you don't seem to understand where your fuel goes. And you need to sit down, and that is where I'm trying to advise my fellow MCA from this one, that sometimes you have to take a pen and a paper and follow literally these machineries to the ground because of the intricacies and other things that are not mentioned that follow these trucks and machines once they come from Malaysia. Maybe it is not an experience of everybody, but I can assure you it is an experience that is not worth going back to. I will not go to Malaysia, even though I'm promised that the machines will stay in my home. Because for me, it has been almost a fight. I usually almost fight with these drivers, these machines, and the deputy. I'm always, for the 2 years, I've put over 7 million in Naivasha in my ward. They all translated to disaster. So anytime because my ward is prone to disaster, they brought a machine to my ward. They will tell me your fuel went with the disaster. So we do not have an instance, Mr. Speaker, sir, where the department or the executive or the HQ takes into consideration that when we have a disaster, it should not be siphoning the fuel that I've put for Naivasha for grading and graveling of roads in my ward. They have not separated that, but they tell you things are working. I can assure you they are working, but working at a very expensive cost to the any member of this money. So I'm saying because I think that we but for the Department of Infrastructure, thank you very much for what you've done. I know when they stand here, they say, you have done something. Yes, you have done it. But are we really meeting the expectation of our people? Mr. Speaker, we have 100 roads to grade in our wards. And I repeated that when I brought a motion here on how we could be assisted on the roads. So thinking of 1 million, 2 million, having to do all these roads, then we have to be very careful, very economical, very calculative, and very informed when we need to do these roads. So what I can say is that I believe that the department has no ill intention. I don't want to blame the people who are in that department, the committee on roads. I don't want to blame them. Because even when we sit in these offices with these officers, we also learn 1 or 2 things as members of this assembly. That is why we need also to revisit our style. That is why we also need now to work on ourselves so that we're able now to counter that which is coming from the department and it's not favoring our wards. Again, I say thank you for that opportunity. I really support this budget, but I also believe that we can also make improvement so that as we exit, because I don't think we have any other here, we are all back to the ground, campaigning very hard with our opponents all over. We have to come up with something that we will be able to campaign with. So thank you very much, and I support that.
Thank you, the member for Ayala. I allow the member for Manel, who is the chair of such to now being able to reassure the members whether he would like them to move the allocations or the department to be able to meet the expectations. The member for Manel.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I've listened very keenly to our honor to my colleagues, honorable members. Allow me, first of all, Honorable Speaker, to say it's true there are some of the words that the Malaysia program have not implemented anything, and maybe we have some of the factors that has hindered to why not. We have some of the natural calamities that is like rain. So we need to sit down with the department so that we, as we make or as we plan the clusters, we identify the regions. Maybe we have the northern is a part of the Upper Njoro Molo. We have the Maunaro, so that we know we give priority on where to start the work. Honorable Speaker, on that program, number 1, it's optional. I want to come to allow me, Honorable Speaker, to be categorically from Honorable Chimu. If you listen very carefully to the statement that she gives to this House, Honorable Speaker, she said the first year she had an allocation. The second budget, she also did an allocation, Honorable Speaker. Why did she have allocation in the second budget if the work was not done in the first year? Honorable Speaker.
The honorable member for Mayela, the chair, you become defensive.
Okay.
Reassure the members if the program will work.
I start to be guided, Honorable Speaker. Thank you. I assure the honorable members, Honorable Speaker, that with the indulgence of Her Excellency, you as the Speaker of this Honorable House, my Vice Chair, Honorable Speaker, and the department, the executive, we must do, we will convene a meeting so that we make sure that we implement and the program lands to the right, Honorable Speaker. I promise the honorable members, Honorable Speaker, that in this budget things will run differently from the last budget, Honorable Speaker. I assure honorable members that they support the program. Personally, as the chair, I will make sure that all the problems that have been hindering the program, Honorable Speaker, we are able to counter them. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. The last member, the honorable member for Turi, and then the chair budget will be responding.
So thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. I'm John Mwangi, the member for Turi. I arise to support the report and to take this particular opportunity to thank your office, the honour members, for taking time and sacrificing their time so that we can be here and pass the budget on time. I am one of the happiest members here because I can see this particular budget. There is an allocation of 250 million for the completions of the parking as well as the member's office. And that means that before we come to the end of this particular term, that is 2027, we shall be having very honorable offices here, and we shall be able to do our things peaceably here as well as to make sure that the security of our car is being provided. Number two, I have also seen that there's a huge budget for the Molo Sub-County Hospital. I come from Molo Sub-County, and in the entire Molo Sub-County, Molo Sub-County Hospital is our referral. So if that particular project is going to be implemented, that means that the people of Molo Sub-County are going to receive quality services as far as the health matters are concerned. Lastly, the other issue that I can touch, Molo municipality is one of the two smallest and the new municipality. So my prayer is, as we come to the supplementary one, it is my prayer, because the Molo municipality did not receive the extra funding, it should be given something in the supplementary one as a way of affirmative so that we can be able to nurture the small municipality of Molo. Lastly, the issue concerning the autonomy of the municipality. I believe if they are going to be given the autonomy, then the municipality body members, they can be able to achieve a lot, because when we are taking them through the vetting process, we are able to see that some of them are people who have a lot of qualification, very experienced, and if they can be given an opportunity and time, they can be able to do great things to a great county. Lastly, I want to say this.
The honorable member, how many lasts?
This is the last.
So, finish up.
So the issue concerning the militia, I can say it depends on case by case, because I'm privileged to have an institutional memory of this great county of Nakuru. I was privileged to be in the second county government of Nakuru, and I can say, as I compare the second county government and this, as far as the militia Barabara is concerned, in Turi have done a great work. The only thing that is supposed to be done is proper timing and proper planning of the program. Thank you, I do support.
Thank you. The Honorable Deputy Speaker and then the Chair.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. As I conclude this debate, I want to mention something that I see it has not been mentioned. There is a program that started this year, Mr. Speaker. We ended up as wards, we have to be operational, because we have a lot of money that is there. Also, Mr. Speaker, sir, as I conclude on this, there is other monies, the FLOCA money, This flocker money, Mr. Speaker, sir, they have been doing a lot of issues to do with climate change and climate issues. There is a lot of money that is there. That is 188 million from World Bank and co-funded money of 111 million. Mr. Speaker, sir, these are monies worth mentioning because like my ward in Nakuru East Ward, flocker money has really helped us and it's going to help us in doing the piping and even drilling of boreholes to give water to people of Nakuru Eastward. So, Mr. Speaker, sir, I want to stand to support this bill and say it is now time for implementation. I'll also ask the government to speed on the implementation aspect because as we conclude this year, it has been mentioned here, Mr. Speaker, sir, we are lagging behind on the implementation phase. So, Mr. Speaker, I support this. Thank you.
Thank you. The Honorable Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker and the Honorable House. Mr. Speaker, let me start by appreciating that members of this House have indicated the confidence that they've had in the budget this year, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, there are members who have spoken and more so on the municipality monies and the city monies. Mr. Speaker, in the budget 23-24, some wards like Flamingo wards within Nakuru City, some tarmacs in their areas, Mr. Speaker. Then some of the other wards like Nakuru East, where the Deputy Speaker comes from, Mr. Speaker, also did some tarmac. We all did like 1.5 kilometers worth of roads, Mr. Speaker. We installed high masts, Mr. Speaker, whereas some of the other wards did do that, Mr. Speaker. For instance, in Naivasha, Mheshimiwa Virginia's ward, Mr. Speaker, we had so much water going there, and we were there as members of that community to welcome that water because we are all in a community, Mr. Speaker. In one budget, we cannot be able to fit in all our needs. On the issue of Imarisha, Mr. Speaker, we have had it, and I think the department has also had it, Mr. Speaker, but I will also implore on the chair roads to also organize a coordinating meeting for the ones that this program have not effectively worked. Because as for me in Lakeview Ward, the program has perfectly worked in my ward, Mr. Speaker, and I'll keep on adding money to the program because it has served my people well, Mr. Speaker. On the issue of titering within Naivasha, mainly within Viwandani and the surrounding, Mr. Speaker, this is one part that I will ask the chairperson on runs and also the vice chairperson to take note of this, Mr. Speaker, because these are things that affect the people directly, Mr. Speaker, and the people have totally gone through anguish, Mr. Speaker. You have run that you cannot use at any one time. On the part of the pyrethrum, Mr. Speaker, I know that is one part that we must talk and engage. Mr. Speaker, there are classes on ECDs that Mheshimiwa Royce has risen to, Mr. Speaker. And I must say that, yes, there is indication that we should not do bursaries, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, in some of our wards, Mr. Speaker, and having been elected, Mr. Speaker, I think this is a role that should never ever be questioned, neither even debated in this assembly, Mr. Speaker, because the needs of our people are so great. If education is not free within the country, Mr. Speaker, I would encourage each and every member within this assembly to continue adding bursaries because, Mr. Speaker, education is the equalizer of this life, Mr. Speaker. And you can see, Mheshimiwa Wadei has indicated very well that in this financial year, we have ensured that we shall not wait for any supplementary for you to go award your bursaries, Mr. Speaker. It will be a one-off within this year. So for the members who do not have classes that are modernized or something, you have the allocation at the ward level. And none of the wards within Nakuru County is getting less than 25 million, Mr. Speaker. So get that priorities for your people. On PWD funds, Mr. Speaker, that the committee in charge of this, Mr. Speaker, will effectively effect it, Mr. Speaker, because there is a struggle of these people within within the locality that we have. There's something else on municipality that was mentioned, Mr. Speaker, and I can say that we start from somewhere before we go somewhere else. In the last regime, Mr. Speaker, for instance, in Naivasha, tarmac was placed at a certain area, Mr. Speaker. This comes conditionally. And I remember then, Mr. Speaker, you are the chairperson budget, and I have not seen any tarmac within the Ashara Road, within Naivasha area, Mr. Speaker. So we must go according to the conditions of the grants that we've been given. And we cannot break it for equity of everyone, Mr. Speaker. We must go with the conditions that we've been given, Mr. Speaker. With that, Mr. Speaker, I want to really thank the members of this House for supporting this motion, Mr. Speaker. I'm glad that this financial year, Mr. Speaker, members have gone through the budget, and I've seen that members can really critique the budget, Mr. Speaker. So members, keep up. I know heaven smiles on you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chair. I now want to put it to question that pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order 210-6, this House adopts the report of the Committee on Budget and Appropriations on the budget estimates for the financial year 2025-2026, laid on the table of the Assembly during the morning sitting. As many who are of that opinion say aye. As many who are of contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Next order.
Order number 10, procedural motion.
There is a procedural motion by the Honorable Chairperson, Committee on Budget and Appropriations.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, sir, I wish to stand and move a procedural motion that notwithstanding the provision of Standing Order 119, this House resolved to reduce publication period of the Nakuru County Appropriation Bill number 3 of 2025 from 7 days to 1 day, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the main intention to this, Mr. Speaker, we could have waited and done so much. But if you look at our timelines, Mr. Speaker, I have until the 30th of June for me to have passed this bill and for the House to have gone through this bill, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, we had anticipated that tomorrow we also meet for this. Today is on the 24th, Mr. Speaker. But when you take note of what is happening within the country, from tomorrow, Mr. Speaker, we have even honorable members here who also want to join the agencies in their own streets, Mr. Speaker, to guide them, Mr. Speaker, not to destroy property, Mr. Speaker, but to ensure that life has been saved also, Mr. Speaker. And I state this, Mr. Speaker, as a reader and a young reader, Mr. Speaker, I feel that there is no maandamano that can happen in my own ward when I'm not there, Mr. Speaker, for me to guide the people where to go and where not to go, Mr. Speaker, because we are tired of losing lives, Mr. Speaker. As such, Mr. Speaker, I wish to request this House to give the publication days, Mr. Speaker, to this House. And I know that the plans to implement this budget should start almost immediately. Mr. Speaker, sir, I wish to ask Mheshimiwa Virginia to second this.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. I rise to second the motion that we shorten the time from 7 days to 1 day. Mr. Speaker, considering the debate you have had and a very healthy debate, and the participation of members and the contribution of members on the same, I think it's prudent that we shorten the time. So I stand to second. Thank you.
Thank you, the Honorable Member for Hellgate. The motion that I propose is that notwithstanding the provisions of Standing Order 119, this House resolves to reduce the publication period of the Nakuru County Appropriations Bill number 3 of 2025 from 7 days to 1 day. The motion is open for debate. The member for Mahiu.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I also stand to support Mr. Speaker that last week, Mr. Speaker, you gave us a chance to go and have a bill digest, Mr. Speaker, of which we did, Mr. Speaker. And the bill before this House, Mr. Speaker, is structure not new to anyone, Mr. Speaker. We are aware of what is in our budget, Mr. Speaker, and therefore, reducing it to 1 day, Mr. Speaker, I think is the way to go, Mr. Speaker. So therefore, I start to support. Let me support that. We support it in 1 day. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The member for Wandani.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I want to also to support the procedural motion and also notwithstanding and whatever I had said earlier, we need time to be in our wards as early as 5 so that we can also guide our young people on what to do, and maybe we can support them in advising because of tomorrow, the commemoration of tomorrow. So I just want to ask members not to make a lot of contribution on this because we had gone for the bill digest. We are good and we have debated the same for quite some time. So I support.
Honorable members, I will proceed to put it to question that notwithstanding the provisions of Standing Order 119, this House resolved to reduce the publication period of the Nakuru County Appropriations Bill number 3 of 2025 from 7 days to 1 day. As many who are of that opinion say aye. As many who are of contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Next order.
Order number 11, the Nakuru County Appropriation Bill number 3 of 2025, a bill for an act of County Assembly of Nakuru to authorize the issue of money out of the consolidated fund and its applications toward the services of the year ending 30th June 2026 and appropriate those sums and sums voted on account by the County Assembly for certain public services and purposes. First reading.
Thank you. I now commit the Nakuru County Appropriations Bill number 3 of 2025 to the Committee on Budget and Appropriations. Chair, take note.
Okay, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Next order.
Mr. Speaker, sir, those are the orders of the afternoon sitting.
Honorable members, we realize that we still have work to do. And right now it's 4:15. So I'm proposing that we take a break and come back at 4:45 so that now we can be able to dispense off with the remaining part of our budget making process. So we are coming back at 4:45. So honorable members, take note of that so that we are able to gather here and finish up on the process. This House is adjourned until such a time. Thank you. We all rise up.
Nakuru. Speed and stability matter. That's why more homes and businesses choose Connect Data Networks, your trusted fiber internet service provider. Super-fast speeds, reliable connections, flawless video, streaming and downloads anytime, anywhere. Need help? We've got your back. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Connect Data Networks, Nakuru's #1 choice for fast, reliable internet. Call us today on 0730988111 and get connected with the fastest internet in Nakuru. In Nakuru, speed and stability matter.
we pray? Almighty God, who in your wisdom and goodness have appointed the offices of leaders and parliaments for the welfare of society and the just government of the people, we beseech you to behold with your abundant favor us, your servants, whom you've been pleased to court the performance of important trust in this republic. Let your blessings descend upon here assembled, and grant that we treat and consider all matters that shall come under our deliberation in so just and a faithful a manner as to promote your honor and glory, and to advance the peace, prosperity, and welfare of our country, and of those whose interests you've committed to our charge. Amen. Next order.
Order number 1, administration of oath.
Next order.
Order number 2, communication from the chair.
Next order.
Order number 3, messages.
There are no messages. Next order.
Order number 4, petitions.
Next order.
Order number 5, papers.
No papers to be laid. Next order.
Order number 6, notices of motion.
Next order.
Order number 7, statements.
Next order.
Order number 8, motion.
Chairman, budget.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I wish to move a motion that the Nakuru County Appropriation Bill number 3 of 2025 be read a second time. Mr. Speaker, the merits of this, that this House has gone through this bill. We have created time, ample time, Mr. Speaker, that members have come to an understanding of the importance of such a bill. And Mr. Speaker, with the winding time of this financial year, I wish that this bill be read a second time so that we can start appropriating monies for salaries, projects, and what Wanjiko went to public participation and indicated weren't done according to the rules of this country. Mr. Speaker, sir, I wish to move that. I wish to call the Deputy Speaker to second.
Thank you so much, Honorable Speaker. I stand to second this motion that we consider to pass because it is timely, and as it has been said, the public is eagerly waiting for us to pass so that we can appropriate money accordingly. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, as I support.
The Honorable Deputy Speaker, you are seconding?
Yes, I'm sorry, Mr. Speaker, I second.
Honorable members, I propose the motion that the Nakuru County Appropriations Bill number 3 of 2025 be now read a second time. The motion is open for debate. The Honorable Member for Mosop.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. As I have seen, Mr. Speaker, we have actually taken a lot of time to scrutinize and look at it. We've done several amendments where it was actually necessary. And actually going by the moods of the House, Mr. Speaker, my humble request will be put into the question. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Chair, you are agreeable to that position?
Mr. Speaker, I'm agreeable to that position.
I will proceed now to put it to question that the Nakuru County Appropriations Bill number 3 of 2025 be now read a second time. As many who are of that opinion say aye. As many who are of contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk.
The Nakuru County Appropriation Bill number 3 of 2025, a bill for an act of County Assembly of Nakuru to authorize the issue of money out of the consolidated fund and its applications toward the services of the year ending on 30th June 2026 and appropriate those sums and sums vote on account by the County Assembly for certain public services and purposes. Second reading.
Thank you. Next order.
Order number 9, Committee of the Whole House.
Honorable members, we are now on the Committee of the Whole House, guided by our Standing Order 126, to consider the Nakuru County Appropriation Bill number 3 of 2025, and we'll start with the bill from Clause 3.
Clause 3.
Honorable members, I propose that Clause 3 be part of the bill. Honorable members, I put the question that the Clause 3 be part of the bill. As many of that opinion say aye, as many of the contrary opinion say nay, the ayes have it. Clause 4.
Clause 4.
Honorable members, I propose that Clause 4 be part of the bill. Honorable members, I put the question that Clause 4 be part of the bill. As many of that opinion say aye, as many of the contrary opinion say nay, the ayes have it.
First schedule.
Honorable members, I propose the first schedule to be part of the bill. Mover.
Thank you very much, Chair. I propose that the first schedule be amended as indicated on the order paper. Wish to ask Honorable Gattuso to second.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker or Chair. I raise to second.
Honorable members, I put the question that the first schedule be amended as proposed. As many of that opinion say aye, as many of the contrary opinion say nay, the ayes have it. Honorable members, I now put that the question that the first schedule as amended be part of the bill. As many of the same opinion say aye, as many of the contrary opinion say nay, the ayes have it.
Second schedule.
Honorable members, I propose that second schedule be part of the bill. Mover.
Thank you, Chair. I do propose that the second schedule be amended as indicated on the order paper. I ask Mheshimiwa Kerubo to second.
Switch on your mic.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. I second.
Honorable members, I put the question that the second schedule as amended be part of the bill. As many of the same opinion say aye, as many of the contrary opinion say nay, the ayes have it.
Clause 2.
Honorable members, I propose that clause 2 be part of the bill. Honorable members, I put the question that clause 2 be part of the bill. As many of the same opinion say aye, as many of the contrary opinion say nay, the ayes have it.
Long title.
Honorable members, I propose that the long title be part of the bill. Honorable members, I put the question that the title be part of the bill. Honorable members, I put the question that the long title be part of the bill. As many of the same opinion say aye, as many of the contrary opinion say nay, the ayes have it.
Short title.
Honorable members, I propose that clause 1 be part of the bill. Honorable members, I put the question that clause 1 be part of the bill. As many of the same opinion say aye, as many of the contrary opinion say nay. We are now through with the committee of the whole. Now we are at the reporting stage of the committee of the whole. Mover.
Thank you very much, Chairperson. On Chairperson, I beg to move that the committee do report to the Assembly its consideration of Nakuru County Appropriation Bill number 3 of 2025 and its approval thereof with amendments.
Thank you, Mover. I now put the question, which is that committee do report to the House its consideration of the Nakuru County Appropriation Bill number 3 of 2025 and its approval therefore with amendments. As many of that opinion say aye, as many of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it.
Chairperson.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to report that the Committee of the Whole has considered the Nakuru County Appropriation Bill number 3 of 2025 and its approval, therefore, with amendments.
Mover.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that the House do agree with the committee on the said report. I ask Honorable Moraya to second.
Honorable Speaker, I do second.
Thank you. I now want to put question, which is that the House do agree with the committee in the said report. As many who are of that opinion say aye. As many as of contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Mover.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that the Nakuru County Appropriation Bill number 3 of 2025 be now read at that time. I ask Honorable Dorcas to second.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I second.
Thank you. I will propose the question, which is that the Nakuru County Appropriations Bill, number 3 of 2025, be now read a third time. I'll proceed to put question, which is that the Nakuru County Appropriations Bill, number 3 of 2025, be now read a third time. As many who are of that opinion say aye. As many who are of contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk.
The Nakuru County Appropriation Bill number 3 of 2025, a bill for an act of the County Assembly of Nakuru to authorize the issue of money out of the consolidated fund and its applications toward the services of the year ending on 30th June 2026, and appropriate those sums and sums vote on account by the County Assembly for certain public services and purposes. Third reading.
Thank you. Next order.
Mr. Speaker, sir, those are the orders of the day.
Honorable members, this House is adjourned from today to Tuesday next week at 9:30 a.m. Thank you.
Chair, Geru.
Honorable members, as you are quite aware, we had